Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play Armored Core. Now, when we last left off, we had already put in a couple of missions under our wings as we begin to spread them as any true raven should. But there's still a lot of things yet to do, so I think the next thing we're going to do is go into the garage and actually have a good look around at all of the options. First of all, the colors, because I have altered this between now and the last episode. You can alter the colors of your armored core by going here, and the first option you get is that you can change pattern. Now, you get the de facto pattern right here, which is just solid colors all around, but you can give it, custom patterns, woodland style, hoarfrost, night shift, desert pattern, duck hunter, leaf pattern, reddish dust, decorator, gleam sash, tiger stripe, stained bronze, outer bush, serpent scale, tile pattern, and cross stripes. Anyway, we're not going to use any of those. I'm going to stick with the custom color scheme that I have already applied, which you can edit just by going into edit color. You can't edit the color of individual patterns, so sorry if you were planning on doing that. I can't believe how nice it must be to have one of those more garish patterns on your armored core with different, more nonsensical color combinations. But anyway, your general color scheme, you can change the color scheme from any of the various things. You can just change the colors overall. There are different ways to do that. Basically, here you control 3 different sliders for red, green, and blue. And then you press the triangle button to cycle through which color set you're actually working with. You have 4 color sets over for everything. You have the base color, the optional color, the detailed color, and the joint color. Since I already have them set to what I was planning to keep for this one, we'll just go with that. You can also adjust colors per individual parts. For example, if you want the head to be a different color from the rest of the rest of your AC, that's something you can do. Same with the core, the arms, or the legs. And if you're not satisfied with something, you just want to reset it all, just click default. I'm not going to do that. You can also assign your armored core an emblem or make one yourself if you so desire. If you press the circle button, you can go to this menu, zoom, undo, clear, sample. Here's some of the sample emblems that you have right off the bat. Not many of them intrigue me right now, and I'll probably, at some point later on, maybe, possibly, probably not, I don't know, make my own custom emblem, but we will see. But there's a lot to choose from if you so desire, and there are some templates down here as well, or you could use any one of these things as a template for something else. But for right now, I'm just not going to have an emblem, and we'll just get out of here for right now. You can also change the name of your armored core. I have already given it the name of Wolfont. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah. And if you want to go back to the arena that you were in when you started off this game, you can press AC test. It'll give you a chance to figure out how your AC works better, what parts you've equipped to it and whatnot. Which brings us to the assembly. This is where you can change the individual portions of your armored core for customization purposes. We currently have the default head, which is the HG, GRY, and X. the XCA00 core, the AN201 arms, the LN1001PX0 legs, and of course there are some internal components, the generator, which in this case is the GPS VVA, the FCS, which I believe is the firing control system, although I've heard it called firing control solution. I think firing control system sounds smarter. The Comdeck C7, your boosters, the BP320, the WMS401 back weapon L, which is currently equipped. On the right back weapon slot, we have the RXA01WE, which is a radar for the unit. And as for the left arm weapon, this is restricted entirely, and I do mean entirely, to laser blade attachments. And the current laser blade that we have is the LS2001. It's a simple laser blade, not much to it. It does what it does. And your right weapon, which is generally always going to be your main ranged weapon of choice, unless you happen to have a set of arms that are your ranged weapons, and thus you can't use a laser blade. But in this case, we have the WG RF-35, a standard rifle. And this is the equipment that we're kind of stuck with at the moment. I'm going to change that. We're going to go to the shop. Now, we don't really have many credits to actually buy anything new of any significant value at the moment. Or really at all, because, well, I mean, we could buy some new arms, but I don't intend to do that right now. We are first going to sell some parts that we're going to trade for something else. This generator is a nuisance. Goodbye. And these boosters, screw them. Also, we picked up another back weapon, the WR-ELF-24. This is special. You can only get it in the one weapon. This weapon, I say only, is the only way to make it unlock so that you can have it. But in current state of things, it is too heavy for my armored core and thus kind of useless. But it fetches a pretty penny, so we're going to sell this as well, so that I can now go in and buy some better equipment. First of all, I'm gonna get their biggest, baddest, heaviest generator. And for boosters, I am going to get the BT2. And I think that's all I'm going to be able to do for now. Now, before you go and do anything, you want to go back into the garage and make sure that all the necessary parts are equipped. You have the generator equipped, you have the boosters equipped. Okay, your armored core is now relatively functional. A quick test.
Test mode engaged.
We have much more energy. We're moving a lot better on our thrusters. The red zone is a lot further down, so there's less warning when it comes to how close you are to expelling all your... Get out of my face. It's not perfect. You know, we're not getting the greatest performance possible, but for the sake of where we are at the game right now, I think trading in the thrusters and generator that we had for these are gonna do me fine. And you know, that's the thing about this game, is that when you want to customize your armored core, you really have to think about what you're doing, because parts have different capabilities. You know, there's the different weight, the different amount of, and the amount of energy it takes up, how much strain is being put on the arms, how much the legs have to hold up, and of course, other things like how much energy you can provide to your armored core, the best way to use your targeting system, better thrusters, and your entirety of all of your weapon systems and what you need at any given time. For right now, for where we are at the game, very early on, this is just going to have to do. Because, well, we just don't have enough money to buy anything more extravagant than what we have. So we're just going to get on with some more missions. Destroy unknown MTs. This is requested by the Isaac City Guard. We just now discovered several unidentified MTs in the sewers. The MTs overwhelmed the guards, blah blah blah, going in to investigate and fled. I don't think they are ordinary citizens. Our reputation will be ruined if we let them go. Begin the search of the sewers at once and drive them to you like cattle. You wait there and pound them. So we have 8 muscle tracers to get rid of. But, you know, sitting here and waiting around is probably not going to be in my better
System
interest.
engaged.
We're going to go in and we're going to shoot.
This is a guard. We've cornered the enemy as expected. We'll leave the rest up to you.
Oh yeah, we're moving much better with the combination of the new generator and thrusters. But we gotta be careful, our energy isn't infinite. Oh, that's your own fault, dumbass. You killed your own friend.
Target achieved.
I ended up slicing through most of them, so I didn't waste too much on ammunition, but my repairs are still going to make a dent in my costs. Oh well. It's early game yet. There is more to do, more to accomplish. And, yeah. As I said before, it's usually a good idea to want to save after every mission so that you have, you know, it doesn't ruin your success rate and you don't lose credits. As in, you know, if you do lose, you want to load up your game and start again rather than take the loss and the credit lost. And have credits lost. Unless you are aiming for something particularly specific, but I'll get into that at a later date. For right now, more missions. Chrome wants us to deal with this. Actually, no, I don't want to take that mission right away, so we'll go on to stopping the security MTs from the Fort Garden Guard. The city security system that we monitor has been destroyed and security MTs from various areas are running amok. The true perpetrator is as yet unknown. All the guards are trying to control the situation, but the scope of the damage is too wide. We cannot completely handle it. We're asking for Ravens to help. Destroy all the security MTs in the business district of the city. We've already evacuated the citizens. No need for restraint. 12 security MTs to be gotten rid of. Here we go! And, hopefully with our newfound maneuverability,
System
these things
engaged.
won't be too much of a bother. I say, hopefully. Oh, buddy. Alright, that's 2. 10 to go. Nine to go. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Aim better. Whoa. 8 more. Oh, boy. I'll cut you to ribbons. All right. Oh, ooh, ow. Back off, please. Please. I've already lost track of how many of track of my numbers already. Ow! Stop hitting me with your rocket missile rockets. Whatever it is you're firing at me. I hope this is the last one. Because I wasn't counting. Oh, no, there's two of them. Oh, well, I'll cut them down anyway.
Target achieved.
Whew! There we go. And, yeah, it bit into my expenses, but it was a pretty high reward, so credits are acceptable levels. We're good. R is the good.
We're good, boss. We're good. I can tell you we're good.
Right. So, I consider that a success. Let's save the game. Because that's something that I repeat. If you don't want to be at a loss with this game, you want to save after every mission. Although as a Let's Player, it would be smart of me to have 2 saves at any given time. That way, if something goes wrong during the recording session, I can always roll back. But that would be smart. I don't do smart. I already saved over my nearly 100% complete file. Gah! Anyway. Where am I right now? Reclaim oil facility, I think. Hold on, I want to check something. I know we don't have much in the way of credits right now. Although, I do want to see if I can get a new arm weapon. I'm specifically looking out for... Ooh. That's the cheapest... I think that's the cheapest energy weapon I can get, you know, aside from laser blades. And that's still out of our price range. Although, I wonder, if I sold my existing rifle, how much would that get me? Not enough. I could sell off my missile option as well, since I'm not using it and don't want to, actually. Oh. Let me check. Something else that I could probably get. Just a thought. What is this? No, if I want to get a machine gun, I want a cheap machine gun. Because I don't want to hold on. If I'm not going to use my rifle... Alright. Grabbed a cheap machine gun. Unfortunately, some equipment won't automatically go. So I think we'll just take this on the next mission. Reclaim oil facility. I've been zipping through that. Okay. We want you to attack the terrorist group struggle that is occupying the oil extraction facility Tide. Although this facility is now completely abandoned, we are at the point of initiating a retrofit plan. The purpose can be none other than to sabotage our company. We cannot let this delay construction. That would only play into their hands. The tied facility may have some old tanks that still contain oil. They might explode if hit, so be very careful in your operations. We will accept this contract, but we will not launch Sortie in this episode because we're kind of at time now. I wasted a lot of time going over all the customization options, but yeah, we will do this mission at the beginning of the next episode of Let's Play Armored Core. So for now, I would just like to say thank you absolutely everyone for watching. As always, there will be links in the description below to my various social media outlets, as well as to my coffee pages if you care to follow up on that. I feel my tongue flippity-flopping all over the place, and it needs to say, peace out from the Devasia mentality.